Hey everyone, it's your favorite fake vegan chick tuning in with another video. Today I will be coming at ya with a vegan Alfredo sauce. Yep, I said Alfredo, and it is 100% vegan. It is the closest thing that I have came up yet to my homemade Alfredo sauce, which is filled with dairy products. I mean, it's so rich, but this one is even better. It's so creamy. We'll be using a potato seasoned with onion and garlic, and it will be our thickening agent. So I'm going to show you how to do that, as well as spinach. We're going to be using spinach tonight. Now you can use your plant-based product chicken, but I won't be using it tonight because I've had too many processed plant-based products for the month. I have to really get my system back clean, so I'm taking a break from that. So we'll be using all the ingredients that you've seen in the description intro part of the video, and we'll be using a all vegan fettuccine. I found one at the store that I really like. It's the closest thing to regular for the fettuccine. So like I said, everything in this video tonight will be vegan. I really hope you guys love it like I love it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload one of my favorite traditional recipes that I have vamped into vegan. And also give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you give me a thumbs down, please leave a comment, let me know why, so I can do what I can to make these videos better for you guys. So on that note, let's get started. Okay everyone, this is the part of the video where I'm going to make the thickening agent for our Alfredo. So I went ahead and chopped up a whole potato and cut it up in that size pieces, quarter size pieces, and this is just a couple of the leaves from the onion. I don't want to put a lot of onion in there. I just want to put enough in there to flavor our Alfredo, our potatoes. I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of cashew milk in there just to help bind it. We'll probably add a little bit more. It's okay if you get a few pieces of garlic in there, but it has a nice garlic flavor because it has already boiled with our garlic. So the potato has picked up the garlic flavor. It's the right consistency, but we're gonna check it out, and I think that's perfect. If you guys see, that's about the consistency of the drip that you want it to have. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it go a little bit longer. I may put just a dab more, not even a full, maybe a teaspoon more. So that was 3 teaspoons, so 4 teaspoons of your cashew milk. It wasn't a tablespoon, it's a teaspoon, I'm sorry. Teaspoonful. make sure everything is incorporated. So blend it for about 2 straight minutes. And there you go. Now that's perfect. That's the consistency you want, guys. So now that we have that part done, we're gonna move over to our stove and we're gonna get started. Okay, we are back, guys, ready to get started. We have our pan here. We're gonna put in a few tablespoons of olive oil to get started. Gonna let that get to heating in the bottom of the pan. We're also gonna put in a couple tablespoons of butter. So I'm never ready. It's always a part that I gotta. Okay. And tablespoon 2. Gonna let that get to melting there. While we wait on it to melt, I'm gonna get the rest of my ingredients ready, so I will not be holding you guys up all night. So, I'm so excited, guys, about this recipe. You guys like it. I think you're gonna be very pleased. Okay. This is gonna make about 4 servings, if not 6. My son, he's excited to try it. He thought I was giving, because I made them regular. Because they've never tried it before, so I'll go ahead and make them regular to please them. Okay. So let's reduce your heat to low, because we're going to start with our garlic. And garlic has a tendency to burn really quickly, so we don't want to burn our garlic. I'm down to my last bit of this. That's 2 tablespoons of garlic. I love mine to have a strong garlic flavor. So therefore, we are going to put a lot of garlic in there. And I'm just opening up my can of coconut milk, guys. Coconut cream. I have a cashew milk and it's a little bit thicker than the, I'll let you guys see what this coconut cream looks like. That's what it looks like. I don't want that to get in there. It's a little bit thicker than the cashew milk. Now the cashew milk is a good consistency, but it's not as thick as I like my Alfredo. It doesn't make it as thick as I like my Alfredo. So I decided to go with the coconut milk. And you guys would think it would taste like coconut milk. It does not. I got this from Sprouts. Do not get the one that's sweetened. Get the one that's unsweetened. And you guys, I'm telling you, you're going to love it, love it, love it. So we want that garlic to get a little toasty. You can use cashew milk if you like a thinner Alfredo. I like mine thick. So I just use the cashew milk to thin out the thickening agent. And I like this better. See that color? I like that in it better because it gives it more thickness too. So, I'll let that go ahead and Now I'm using the minced versus the chopped garlic, so it doesn't take long to get tender at all. So I'm going to put in a little bit of vegetable broth. Three teaspoons should be enough. And it's just another layer of flavor that I found to be good. Now, when I was eating regular or my traditional recipe, I make a regular Alfredo and then I do a shrimp linguine. It's just like the recipe from Red Lobster. And guys, when I tell you it's so good and it's just like Red Lobster, but I use clam juice in that one. So we're gonna go ahead and flavor this with our basil. Got a teaspoon of that. And then I'm gonna get a teaspoon of our oregano. A teaspoon of parsley. Oh, this is a new parsley. Teaspoon and a half. I love parsley. It'll bring some of that green color out. And we want to incorporate it in here. I apologize, guys. I got a drip going on in my house. So waiting on maintenance to come and get it. But you can hear a drip in the background. And it's driving me crazy. I promise you it is. Now, if I had some white wine, I will add that in here. I have some white wine vinegar, but I don't want to use that. But white wine, it brings out another layer of flavor. So, this would be the time to add that. So you can cook off the alcohol of the white wine. But I don't have any tonight, and that's fine. We always have. And it goes better with the seafood one, I've noticed. I use it more with, like if I have the imitation shrimp, I will use it with that to make it more of a seafood flavor. But since I don't have seafood, I'll omit that ingredient. I was gonna buy some and I was like, hey, I'm gonna show them how to do it without it. But if you guys want to use your wine, put in a little less of a quarter of a cup of wine. If I were to guess, I would say about 3 to 4 tablespoons of your white wine, and that will bring, oh, it's really good. It's super good too. So, it's okay if you don't have it. We're going to make it just like this. So, now, we're going to go ahead in with our creams before we get started with the cheese, okay? So, go ahead and open this cheese up just to get ready. I have a little Saison here. I want to add that in there too. You guys are gonna like that follow your heart dairy-free Parmesan style. It is so close to Parmesan, guys, and it doesn't have that nutritional yeast taste to it. But we're not gonna need much of that because we already have our potato. And like I said, I'm trying to get as close as I can to non-processed foods in this recipe, products in this recipe, because I have been eating too many processed products. So we're gonna go in with our thickening agent. And if you make regular Alfredo, I use a little cream cheese and I melt it down, and it becomes a consistency like this. So let's see, that's probably like about a quarter of a cup of your thickening agent. Get that all stirred in there. We want to mix it up really good, guys. You can turn up your heat a little bit because you do want it to cook in there before we start adding our other stuff. And if it gets too thick, we can always thin it out with a little bit of our cashew milk, okay? So don't worry about that. But I like mine's thick. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and add the other end. So that made about 1 whole cup of our potato mixture that we made in the blender. And that's the biggest part of Alfredo. It's just stirring it, stirring it, and stirring it. You don't want to walk away from the stove with this, okay? I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Not much salt. Half a teaspoon of salt, and I use sea salt. Okay, so we're gonna go in with our coconut milk. Coconut cream, shall I say? Coconut cream. Yeah, that in. It's gonna turn it that white color we want it to be. And if you guys know how to make traditional Alfredo, then you know that you use heavy cream. So that's gonna take the place. Now your color is gonna be a little off, guys. It's not gonna be your traditional white Alfredo. Okay, so this is a 13.5 ounce can, and I'm just adding it in slowly to see. It looks like we're going to use all of it. Pour that whole 13.5 ounce can of coconut milk in there. Okay. Guys, see that? Look at that velvety. And we haven't even added the cheese yet, so it's a good consistency. I'm gonna go ahead and taste it on my finger here. Make sure I don't need to add something else, and I'm gonna add a little pepper. But if you guys want to see my kids, what they had tonight, their traditional, I'll show it to you. Look at that. That's what I made, so it's pretty close. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh, that is so good. I haven't added the lemon juice or anything to it. It is so good. As we're speaking of lemon juice, I'll go ahead and get that prepped and add it on in there so it can be cooking now. I like putting lemon juice in my chicken Alfredo as well as my seafood. First time I learned how to make homemade Alfredo was with my Red Lobster linguine recipe, and it called for lemon. So I put it in both of mine, my lemon and my chicken. So 1/2 of your lemon, a small lemon, squeezed into there. And it just gives it another bite. So good, guys. I can't even explain to you like what it does for this, but it's so good. So we're gonna add in our cheese, but we want to turn up the heat to medium high. And we're using a 4-ounce tub of our Follow Your Heart cheese alternative. And look at that. It's so good. We have the bite to it, a sharp bite. So we're probably going to use about 2 ounces of that. But this is a little bit more than I normally make, so it may be a little bit over 2 ounces. 3 ounces actually of that 4 ounce. And this will easily make about 5 to 6 servings because I like mine drenched. And that's pretty much it, guys. Let me taste it. That is really, really good. I'm gonna add a little pepper. It tastes just like Alfredo, guys. As close as we're gonna get anyway, because you don't have all that cheese and stuff, you know. But I could taste the garlic, I could taste the lemon juice, I could taste the herbs. I think we need a little bit more salt. I think I'm running out of salt, so I'll use this. A little bit more sazon and pepper. But there it goes. That's all you need. Turn this down a little bit because it is making, it's fogging up the camera here, fogging up the camera. That's it, a little bit of pepper. I like cracked pepper better, but I don't have one, a dispenser. I have some cracked pepper, but I broke the crank on it. Guys, what do you think? What do you think? That looks creamy. Creamy goodness. I'll turn this off so you guys can get a better view. Spin over a little. Get that smoke down, miss steam. But yeah, that is some good Alfredo. So good, so good. You guys are gonna love it. And I'll plate it up for you guys. We're gonna let this thicken on low for about 30-45 minutes, just because it's vegan. And it will get thicker. Now, if you want it any thicker, all you have to do is blend more potatoes and just add it in. And that'll make it thicker. But it'll get thicker than this. Just keep on. And as it gets thickened, I'll let you guys see it right before I plate it up. Okay? So we'll be back when we let this thicken, so you guys can see the finished product. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, set your notifications so you will be notified when another video is uploaded. Please like and share. If you don't like, can you give me a thumbs down? Can you please be so nice to leave a comment and let me know what I can do better? Okay, well, that is a creamy Alfredo sauce. Tastes just like your traditional. So fire, so fire. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, everyone, here we are back with our thickened Alfredo. Now, if you guys want it thicker than this and you don't want to add more potato to take away from the flavor, you can always do like a cornstarch slurry. But I like it like that. That's thick enough for me. We're gonna go ahead and put in our spinach. Oh shoot. Okay guys, we're back with our thickened Alfredo. If you guys want it thicker than that, you can always, without adding thicker than that without adding more potato, because the more potato you add, the less cheese flavor you're gonna get. You can always put in some cornstarch with a little water, make like a slurry out of it, and add it in, and it will thicken it more. I like that consistency. So we're gonna go ahead and add in a few leaves of our spinach, since we're not gonna be having chicken with this one. And I'll just cut it in half like that. And let it cook down. And that will add in a little bit of texture. I wish they had a grated non-dairy Parmesan, like the stuff you put on top of your spaghetti. That would have made it just like Alfredo. So, there we are. Let it cook down. And I would turn off the heat right about now if I were you. And that's enough leafy spinach in mine, because spinach has a powerful flavor. So you don't want to have too much spinach in there. But yeah, so good. Or you can do broccoli. I like broccoli in mine as well. Stalks of broccoli. So there you go. I'll come back and show you what it looks like plated. Thank you so much for tuning in for this video tonight. I will see you later with another video.